Hi, my name's David Starck, and I'm here at the 2014 Lightning North American Championship in Sheboygan, Wisconsin. We're under postponement right now, so we thought we'd take a few minutes and go over my brand new Lightning and see how it's rigged with the Harken gear. First thing I like to do is take a look at my cloth adjustment. Most Lightnings, they have the cloth adjustment below deck. I like to put it above deck for a couple reasons. Number one, we don't have to drill a hole in the bow to run the line underneath the deck. So I use this Harken block right here to add 2 to 1 and send the lines to the stern. The boat is basically rigged mirrored on both sides. So the way it's rigged on the starboard side, it's the same for the port side. Back here at the for the jib sheet, we have 2 to 1 on a Lightning jib, and I go with the Harken, just the type. It's not adjustable on the fly. It's not on a track. You could just lift up the little pin here and go into the hole that you want. I like this because it's very simple, basic, and you don't have to concentrate too much on where it should be if it was adjustable on the fly. I think there's other things to worry about and think about on a race course, whether it should be there or there. So I like to go with Harken's simple, strong system that they have, and this is the one I would recommend. So this is the twing, and the twing, I do have one hole in the deck, obviously for that. Here's how you adjust the twing. It's real nice when we're sailing in breeze, maybe over 10 knots. Under 10 knots, I like to just put the guy under the hook. Up here on the mast and boom, I like to have a Harken cleat on the mast for the spinnaker halyard, but also I have one down here as well. The reason for that is if you ever do a jibe set, it's a lot easier for the forward crew to be hunched down low, pulling the spinnaker up, so when the boom comes across, they don't get pinched in behind the boom against the shrouds here, which would happen on a jibe set. So that's quite nice. A little different than a lot of the Lightnings is I use the T2 block and this turning block here, and sets up purchase here. I also have down below a 6 to 1 purchase with Harken blocks that we could take a look in a little bit, but there's 6 to 1 down below. Then we have this for additional purchase for the boom bang. This of course is the out haul. I like to have the cleat here and then a turning block, because you can adjust it much easier than if you did not have that. So down here, the boom bang, down below I have additional purchase that you can see with the red line, which is controlled right here. So the forward crew, it's angled just such here that the forward crew can adjust it very easily on the boom bang. Here on the pin rail, as we call it, this is the topping lift for the spinnaker pole. And then also over here on this is the jib downhaul. So the jib halyard goes onto a cleat, a ball goes on a cleat over on the mast, and then this is the jib downhaul to give yourself forestay tension. Just moving back the boat a little bit, here's the centerboard, and different people put this cleat in different spots. I like to take care of my middle crew who sits about right here, and they would rather not sit on that cleat. I find it nice that it's real easy for me to have this distance to pull the board up and down. Works really nice. So it's nice to have a Harken cleat right there. Obviously for the Mainsheet, the ratchet works very nice. It's a really nice setup. This is more of the standard that you would find on most Lightnings, and Harken does a nice job with whether you use this type. They have different versions of it, but that's a really nice setup. Here, as you can see, it's real clean. Not a lot of cleats, not a lot going on here. It's my Cunningham backstay and traveler side to side. So these Harken cleats are here nice and tight, real simple, clean. Come back here. This Harken cleat here is for the up and down, so you would ease that to go traveler up and down. And of course here is my coarse adjustment on my backstay. So I pull on a coarse adjustment, and then the fine tuning, as I mentioned, is right here in the middle of these three, right here. So that's a fine, and that's the coarse. And of course, back here, you have the Harken blocks and this block as well for the Mainsheet setup. Backstay, this works really well. This is pretty much a standard setup on a Lightning. And the last thing I didn't mention is you have these Harken turning blocks back here for the spinnaker sheets. It's really important to have everything have the best quality, so everything turns well, works well, and frictionless. So thank you very much to Harken and for coming along and taking a tour of a Lightning. Everything works well, and whenever I order a Lightning, which seems to be frequent these days, I ask Tom Allen to make sure it's full of Harken, so thank you.